See, you might see in the caption Marco Del Codice. Because it's on a different profile. And I've forgotten what I have my main this all goes to my right, so because they're all interlinked to this my channel, but Del Codice is Italian. It's from my mum. So also on my username on my SoundCloud as of November, as of when we've finished doing some stuff here, November kicks in a couple of days time, and YouTube will be stopping for about a good while. It's going to take me a long time to get back into my music, and I haven't done it for like 3 years, and a good clean up. Now I should be getting my internal storage today, so hopefully I've got an M1 Phillips screwdriver. I've got to see the chemist as well. I'm just absolutely tired. I can feel my asthma. Oh, there's a lot of things. Lack of sleep, too much eye strain. I've got a neighbour we call Thor, right? I live with 22 other people in this where I live, yeah? And to be quite honest, my honest opinion, where I live is a fucking shithole, right? Apart from my inhalers. But Thor is a Norwegian. That's what we call him Thor because he's a giant. His sleep patterns all over the place. He might not get out of bed. I seen him this morning when I went out to the shop and he woke up and he was going back to bed. He might not get out of bed till 8 o'clock this evening. By the time he goes to bed, I mean, that is what's COVID done when you're not working and whatnot, you know? When I look out my window onto the main road, it's just depressing. From where I originally grew up from. And it's if I go back, so I can put my face cam up. It doesn't bother me about doing face reveals. Done it loads of times and whatnot. Because I've got PS5, so I can hook it up straight away. It's a matter of a touch of a button. For the PS5, PC it's a bit different. But thinking how when I was in a terrible situation back in, I think 2011, so that'd make it 10 years living here. I'm just trying to work out where because I've moved a lot. I didn't move from where I originally come from, Guildford in Surrey, which is one of the most expensive places to live and one of the most demanding places to live in the UK. Alright? If I was to, I'm on benefits, I'm struck off work by the not by the doctors and by the benefit people, their doctors. With work injuries that I could have claimed money for, which I could have got quite a lot of money for. Didn't get it. I was 6 weeks out of date. I didn't know I could claim for it. I was just messing about on my phone one day at work. Last year I worked was the end of 2017 because I've been a plasterer all my life. Common injury, you know, this needs surgery. Or if I had loads of money and I was in America, I could get stem cell therapy, and it sorted out straight away. Yeah, right with cuff tear is the worst. It's worse than the break, and it's 9 months. If you have the operation, I don't like the idea of being put to sleep. You know, last time I had an operation, I don't do it no more. Me and my brother, we both had our tonsils out. They don't take tonsils out no more. They leave them in. Don't know why. Perhaps it's to do with your immune system. Don't know, but I had my tonsils out because being asthmatic and all that lot. But I was just trying to recalculate. Up until the age of... Before I moved to Spain for a whole 7 years and didn't come back to this country, I lived basically on a hill in Guildford. Apart from when my mum and my real dad was together, I lived in the town centre, which I can't really vaguely remember, but I remember in our first house, and our second house, and our first, and a third house that we lived in, before we all got up back in 2002 and went to Spain. I remember going there, we said we'd give it a year. I stayed for 7 years and didn't come back to this country. Scared of flying. I don't know where this scared of flying come from, because I would jump on a plane anywhere. It just, I don't know. As you get older, things change. I don't know. Anyway, just trying to think now where is the longest place I've stayed. It's hard to go back in time, because I'm just thinking here. I've always moved about a lot, so forget when I was, I don't know why I'm talking about this, I've just thought I'm just gonna give a little bit of a general sort of chat. So before I was Guildford Town Centre, which is about 20 miles outside London, posh. It's rough areas. Everyone's got a rough area, but it's very affluent. You know what I mean? You find a lot of famous people on TV, especially in the UK, would live down that way. And in Surrey, there's nice places around here. Don't get me wrong. You know, I can go a mile and a half away from actually where I am, and there'd be nice big posh houses and fields and all that lot. This area is an absolute shithole. Anyway, I'm just trying to think how long I've lived here. So has it been 10? I've been here 10 years, right? But as I've grown up, I'm just trying to work out the longest place I've lived, because I lived on basically on a hill. I moved 3 times. So I didn't move off the hill for like 29 years, because I celebrated my 30th birthday in 2002 when we moved to Spain, and I was there for 7 years. And we moved in Spain 1, 2, 3. I moved in with a couple of Spanish girls. I moved about 5 times in Spain, from Marbella to Estepona. So if you don't know your geography, then there you go. Marbella's rich and famous, but once you've seen it, I've seen all the most famous people in the world: the Beckhams, Jennifer Lopez, you name it, I've seen them all in Bernous. You know, it's like the Saint-Tropez, but not as expensive, and you know what I mean. It's the Saint-Tropez of Spain. Rich, yeah. A lot of mafia, yeah. Believe me, the whole country's corrupt. Yeah, so is this one as well, but not as bad as Spain. But coming back from Spain, I moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times back to my hometown with my dad. Eventually getting kicked out. Then I went down to my sisters, went down to Somerset. So in the course of coming back to this country, I moved in a matter of 5 weeks. 1, 2, I moved 3 times. Then I went back because my dad was in Egypt, so I went and stayed with my dad. And I got booted out from there because of he went up to his house to do up in East London to do some work there, and so he could refurbish his house out. Because years and years ago, it got burnt down by gangsters. That's why I had to let it out. I'm not going into a lot of details about that because it's that's why he had to put it over to a letting agency. So when people moved out, he has to touch up. So he went up there, he went out, and I'd never really got on with his missus. They're married now, so to be quite honest, I don't even know if he's dead or alive. Do you know what I mean? Because he's exactly 20 years older than me. You know, he'll be 69. So, and he's got a lot of money. So they got married. So after 30 years. So I'm only saying that because my mum was saying to me, you might get Will. Hold on a minute. I don't know because my dad's funny. Bev would talk him out of it, you know. Well, the screen's brightened up because it's the OLED. Because I don't move about. But I was just trying to work out how many times. Some people haven't moved a lot. But I'm just trying to think. This is what I'm trying to just come over me now. I think this is the longest. This might be sort of on par with maybe when I was younger, not moving off a particular area, but moving 3 times. It's like a massive hill in Guildford. My best mate lived there and all that lot, do you know what I mean? But we was always joking about some, do you know what, we've never actually moved off the hill. You know, him staying in the same house and me just moving around from this. It's just a hill, that's all it is. It's just a hill. We're just going from different areas. Just council houses, that's all it was, you know? But the last place we moved, I know I was there from 1995 to 2002, and the house got sold, and then we went over to Spain. And that didn't go to plan. There was good times and bad times. Best times of my life most probably in Spain, and some of the worst times in my life in Spain. So if I could press a button, I always say that on your leg, have what I've got now, and go back to Spain, even though I most probably have to relearn Spanish, because I did learn 70% of Spanish, but I still know a bit of it, but you forget it, you know, as you get older and whatnot. You have to really, you need to learn the language if you move to the country again. But yeah, Spain, there's work then. If you're English, you'd always want to sort of, I'd go back to the same place because I've done a lot of work in Gibraltar, which is owned by us. You know, if you've ever heard the word gibberish, the gibberish comes from the word Spanglish. They speak Spanglish, which is 95% Spanish, 5% English. So when you hear gibberish, people don't know what it means. It's from Gibraltar because that's their language. They speak English, but you hear them speaking that language just because it's been one of our colonies for the past 600 years. And Spain want joint sovereignty. They don't want it. That's why when you go over there, you've got the Union Jack flag. Or we've got a RAF base there. Do you know what I mean? It's one of our colonies. You know what I mean? But Spain wants joint sovereignty. You know, but Gibraltar is such a small, compact island. They keep on reclaiming land and building up. And as of when I last worked, I spoke to a guy, and he used to live there. He said he knew all the places I was talking about. He said, no, there's loads of work in Gibraltar. Still for me, you know, but this is when my shoulder was good, and before actually, it took a lot of time, from 2014, from the original injury, and until 2007, end of 2017, when I had to really give up work, because I was just going to work heavily strapped, painkillered up to the thingy, and that was it. It was no more. And I was working 5-6 hour days and maybe 7 hours days because my bosses were paying me good money. I was getting looked after, you know, and I worked hard for my money. And from going from a stage in 2011, being on my arse and losing everything in Spain, and having just the clothes on my back and a suitcase, you know what I mean? We all did it. We had to start afresh. In talking about moving, I don't think anyone has moved as much as my actual brother. And my brother is married into money, but I won't take no credit away from him because he's got a high level powered job and he's worked hard for that. He's got a master's degree in something else. He's got a master's degree. He's taught himself law as well. But he gets paid well. He's got a 5-bedroom house. He's got, all grown up kids. I mean, one of them just about to turn 16, a girl. She's like a model. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, he's done well, but he's had a lot of help in the business way because his father-in-law's worth a lot of money. Do you know what I mean? I've seen him skin his father-in-law. Do you know what I mean? But at the moment now, he's worth a few quid, millions. I don't know. Must be about 20 million in perspective. But when he's had no money, he's always lived like a he's even been on Crime Watch. I don't know why I'm saying this, but he has. Yeah, he changed his name. That guy's moved more than anyone I know. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, very clever man. He's never had a fight in his life, believe it or not, and he's got the strongest handshake in the world. You shake his hand, 'cause he's a big guy. You shake his hand, it's like, God, it's like someone's putting your hand in a vice. But I just come up with this idea of how long, because I don't know why I just started off this stream like this, me talking a little bit about my life, but I've been here for a long time, and when I look out my window, it is fucking horrible. Despite me, before I got here, I was going to be homeless, and I was looking at tents and everything, you know. Luckily we was turning into the months of April and May, but that particular month was absolutely pissing with wet, and I've managed to find this place, so I was on benefits, because we were still in recession. It was only when 2013 kicked in, the work just went boom, and now this, where I live now, the work, my phone doesn't stop ringing for work every minute of the day, because of all the agencies. They want me here, they want me there, and I can't work. And obviously you need a health and safety card to go into building sites, and that's run out now, you know. And for me it's not even worth doing, me going to work. I wouldn't, you know, I got off of work just as just like a sitting down on a building site and just, you know, just doing casual stuff. I couldn't do it because you have to pass a high I don't know, it's mostly different now because of COVID, do you know what I mean? And it's expensive, you know, and the questions they ask you are like, you know, they're harder if you want to be. If you know anything about the building game, they're mostly not harder than trying to get a ticket for to be like a contracts manager that pays like 100 grand a year, something like that, maybe more now. But anyway, I was just thinking to myself, because YouTube, I was looking at a lot of YouTube things, all these things on YouTube that you see. I was watching a load earlier. To be quite honest, it's all fucking bullshit. This, that, what to go on, this, what to stream on, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, or you can multi-stream. I mean, it's I don't know. I really don't know. There's people sitting there making a ton of money just from playing games and commenting on other people's video. Have they ever lived a thing in their life? No, because they're living in a different time that I lived in. Do you know what I mean? You know? The people I'm talking about got lucky and started YouTube a long time ago. You need a little bit of luck, or you've got to decide. Twitch is, if you want to stream now on Twitch. So I've got a Twitch channel, and Twitch are asking me for some taxes because I've got I've got a sub button. I've never made no money off of Twitch. If I was to stream on Twitch now, I have to stream for about 2 weeks to build up the hours, and I'd be streaming to 0 subs forever, because Twitch had the biggest spike in views, in subscribers, and I know a lot of DJs went over there because of COVID, because they couldn't DJ, so they took a lot of DJs over there, because all the top DJs, they wanted to stream something, so they found Twitch or YouTube. People, all the top DJs, they don't even need to do it. They've got some of these, they've got 100 million, do you know what I mean, in the bank, the ones I'm talking about, yeah. But it's not about the money, it's about their love of music. They wanted to perform something, because not being able to taking that gig and that away from you is that. So that's why a lot of people that they were doing Twitch and YouTube, you know, they was asking, all the famous DJs that I know and follow, do you know what I mean? Watching that Instagram, they was asking, how do you set? They didn't know how to set up OBS because they never had to do it, you know, because they're always on the plane, you know, in and out of, they're flying all over the world, you know, and the younger ones, you know, hard hitting it, and then they're in, out, gig, flight, home. It's a hard life, do you know what I mean? Pays well. Believe me. But yeah, but that's where I can see the Twitch bump, because there are a lot of music people, and that's where someone put an analytic chart up, and that's where Twitch got a lot more than YouTube did. But at the end of it all, for you to stream, you could stream forever on Twitch and nothing happen. For ages and ages and ages. It'd take ages and it'd be a waste of your time. Here, it's more discoverability. Now, I watched a guy earlier on that was doing marketing, and he was saying what is, because he's been partnered on everything for a long time, and he even showed off a bit. He said, you know, I'm as rich as hell, do you know what I mean? But it was a marketing thing, and he said, what is the best thing for you to do to stream right now? It's YouTube. Despite it's showing you all the graphics and all this lot and this and that, because he does marketing and all this lot and whatnot. But YouTube, they also need to get something right. Do you know what I mean? So I just thought I'd just throw that out there. So this is sort of a one run, no HUD. I've got things on my hotbar. Deacons, right? Actually, I can. There's a video that I've got to publish. I think it's ready. Is this taken this fucking long to do? Edited the music. Oh, is it done? Blur parts out. Music has been put in. So what about this end bit here? Is that the outro? No, there is there. Wait there. It says save. Oh, I'll listen to it on my phone. God, that has taken. I started doing that because I made a Bloodborne New Game Plus 5 all bosses weapon art. So yeah, done all bosses by the weapon art thingy. Died a couple of times, couldn't see, no HUD, couldn't see my health like this. So yeah, that's a challenge, and you can't lock on either. Right, so have we opened up the shortcuts? I don't think so. Yeah, I was just sitting there thinking, because I can only do this stream. See, I joined vidIQ. Bad mistake. Do you know what you?
Please stop.
Yes, because
I beg you, please.
No, because you're just going to end up being a cloth.
My word. Oh,
yeah, you will be. Yes.
Show my lady.
You will be a cloth on there. God, that is just too much. It just does my nutting. Right, so, and as of the convergence mod uploads, I'm just gonna, the latest ones, I'm just gonna plow through them, because I do end up invading. I'm just gonna do the boss fights, because it's like, some people have already been doing it. I've left it on the back burner. No, it's not the back burner. I uploaded one yesterday, but it's just I don't know. It's just not everyone's got a PC. Me personally, I always watch the mods because this game is as boring as hell to me unless I'm doing some sort of challenge. Wait there, let me see. Stay away from me! Yeah, we have to drop the ladder. So we are 9 o'clock AM UK time, and I've been up since about 5, but I did fall asleep early. This Twitch thing, I mean, you just don't know what to do. I mean, God. I mean, if I stuck with Twitch when it first come out, then... But I was doing music, so... This gaming, for me, has always been a side gig. And I never uploaded nothing to YouTube. Well, I did a long time ago, but it all got demonetized when this channel got monetized because it's copyright. God, how many hours have I got on Twitch? No, on YouTube. Strict hours. A lot. That's why. Right, we're gonna run past everything here. I don't need nothing here, so. So I ain't got no plus rings yet. All I've got is the. I hope I don't bloody die doing this jump. We've got these fucking lovely ladies here. There's only a few items I need here. So where are they gone then? So we've got patches with Joyous quest line because even though it's soul level 1, I mean I don't know, can I? Yeah, you can roll. You can use a storm ruler. It's got 0 stats in it. I'm sure it has. I'm sure the storm ruler has. I'll soon find out when I pick it up from. What's his name? Sigward. But I died earlier playing this game. Look, obviously I know now I haven't got the buff coming, so that jump's taking some of my health down. So I'm not at full health. This shield is giving me slight heals, so I don't want to bloody die. See, it happens to me earlier. I just on that jump, most probably done it just then. Soul level 1 runs. There's nothing down there. Not for me anyway. This is the next thing I want, but it might put me over the 27%. I'll get out of here. No! That's me. Oh. Right. No. There we go. How much do I need to drink? Why is he not showing? God. Aldridge Ruby ring. I mean, the strangest ring, but it does help you as an ember. I've never used them. I've never ever used those rings in the fight with Aldridge. But I was looking at them the other day. I thought, why not ever use these after all these years? And it was basically saying, oh, we got Longfinger. Seems to be. I can't see why I can't see my health glowing. The blue, because I've got the blue, right. Like I said, I'm going to grab all the items in the game. So if I do make this to New Game Plus 7, soul level 1, God, it's taken about 10 hours to edit a video to put music on it. And I've got to most probably make a thumbnail for it. I don't know. I get commented so much times over old videos, how do you do it? Especially Bloodborne ones, because they're the ones that have got the most views on. People still don't know. I mean, just go through the Chalice dungeons. Look on. To be quite honest, why don't people look online? You got all the information in the world there. I might make a poor man's gem video because that is. Fucking hell, I should have known about that. A poor man's gem video, yeah, the poor man's gem video that I've done, they made some hacked versions of that, which is 100% drop rate. You just got to get the right ones. Well, you just got to farm off the spirits there. But it means you're going through the legit part of the Chalice dungeon. So if you want the cat ring, don't join Rosaries, which I won't be doing that because I need the cat ring because it's yeah. I died to gravity earlier. This could be another example. People, I mean, if you look, I was just watching a load of videos and people sort of saying this, that, and that. All the games. I mean, the games that I'm waiting for is Elden Ring. You know what I mean? Like, you know, a lot of people, but that would be the one that I'll be putting 100% into. You know, but I can't play any PS5 game. That's why I've been doing these sort of things, because my controller won't be coming back for another 3 weeks, and I've still got 2 to send back to Sony, and I'm not buying another PS5 controller because all their joysticks are fucking fucked. Bad. All of them must get drift. Unless you want to keep on buying them, Sony should be sued to fuck. I mean, Apple's always been taken to court. Welcome to the street. Can't put any music on it. Well, I can. PS5 was just bought Apple. Lossless. So forget about Spotify, because if you know anything about music, lossless is one of the highest recording things. So PS5 just got them. But you have to be careful, because you want to listen to it if you're playing a game and not putting it into your, if you're using some sort of, because you can use OBS on console without having to use a capture card and all that lot. So yeah, so Apple Music already on there, but lossless is one of the highest. It's like a WAV. You know, if I'm talking, people must don't know what I'm talking about. Yes.
Just hold your horses a moment. I know. Treasure is so sorely tempting.
Let's be careful there.
Shame on you, you greedy guts. Thought you could outwit an onion. Well, say hello to the nice giant. He adores visitors.
Yep. I always say. And I can jump up about here. Actually, yeah, open up here. And then come back. There's a blessed gem up here I want to get, but I can quickly run to Ash's Valley down and get that. So I most probably likely die from the thralls up here. So you've done Patch's questline. There's a blessed gem. This has got a blessed gem on it as well. but the shield's pretty naff. I mean, it's okay. Don't get me wrong, but it's you want some sort of small healing that's coming in. It's a little bit like if you, oh, I don't know if you know anything about doing really hard challenge runs, like a Soul Level 1 run in Dark Souls 1, where you use the Saint's Shield, and you use to get yourself the heals up. Oh no, no! Oh god! Oh, shut up! Oh,
please stop. I beg of you.
Oh,
please
honestly, I
stop.
can't be bothered with you. Honestly, I really can't be bothered. Now I'm not embered. Wait there. No, that's the wrong way. Now we're showing. See, I wasn't showing that earlier. It's the ring. Wait there. I'll be overweight because I'm using Flynn's ring. If I put the other ring on, I know it might put me overweight. My soul should be up here. I shouldn't have tried to take on that guy. So I can't see my health. That's the thing. This is part of like one of the challenges. No HUD. It's easy. The spells are worse because you can't lock on, but here you can just whack. So now my blue, see, it's gone. Here we are. That's the Avalyn. It's some sort of crossbow down there. So there's a blessed gem over the back there, I know, but I could die with these thralls. So, this jump gonna get me? We'll soon find out. There's another blessed gem in the Ashes of Arendelle. Like I said, this shield has got, you can't see it, it's got a HUD, this shield's got it on it.
Pause. Oh. Thanks, sweetie.
So if you want to do Sirius's quest line, don't join this continent, otherwise you will not get the cat ring. The cat ring, to me, is the most important ring in playing this whole game. You'll never see Fighter PL without the cat ring symbol when he does his vids. Yeah? You talk to her, then Sirius becomes the thing. So you join after you join us at the end. It's not worth joining it because I can't respec my stats. Soul level 1 to Soul level 1. But if you want the cat ring, and you need, obviously I need to do Sirius's quest line because I need the axe from Medea and stuff like that. So we've got the life ring, which is giving me a little bit more health. Oh. Do I summon Henri? I mean, Soul of Cinder. No, no. This is how it's got to be done. So the life ring, it gives you like a pinch more health. Without looking at my thingies, I think I might have gone over the 30 fresh mark. I've got the fat ring. There's no twinking. I've got no twink rings or anything like that. He should de-aggro here. They're not there because I didn't speak to my crucifixion. It doesn't matter. Sirius to be there. Won't use that if she die. So we're just gonna have to. No. Bomb. Alluring skull. Take that off. I'm fucking getting this all wrong right there. Toggle. No. No. We're out. Fucking finally. Alright. I've got no luring skulls. We're just gonna power into these. Easy. Armor choice I reckon I can change soon because there is a soul level 1 armor that you can wear, or you could be naked. But having no hub, I mean people have done all this before, but I'm gonna see if I can take it to New Game Plus 7. Because 802 New Game Plus 7 is hard, right? 125 is easier on New Game Plus 7, trust me. Because the enemies scale, you get two-shotted by the hollows. So I can mostly do what time's the chemist shut? That shuts that. 2, so I need to get there. They're not there. Right, let me just... I won't be using them as summons, but I need to go here, because I forgot to speak to them. Not here, but... Oh dear. Can't use Pale. With grinding the Covenants, there's nothing going to be beneficial for me to actually, I think I've got to speak to them here, so they're not showing up. Grinding the Covenants, I wouldn't be able to use anything thinking about it. The Obscuring wouldn't help me. Only in PvP, like, I can't invade, but I can invade someone. They'll be back at the shrine now. There's a guy, I'm gonna call him out, right? Yeah, he was bullying on someone, right? This American young guy was only young, right? Was suing Griffin Gaming and someone else, and I didn't know who this guy was, yeah, but I see he pops up a video, right? And his voice is American and all that, like, he sound like a fucking right utter prick, right? Now, I'm telling you what, right, because of, he pulled up a load of videos, no PS5 thingies are coming over to PC, no, these are all old videos. Now we know God of War is going to, well, the first God of War is going to PC, and a lot of other games are going to PC. That's a big move for Sony. Why? Because most of the whole of India, that is the second largest country with population in the world, don't do console gaming, they do PC gaming. So they're trying to hook into that market, because, you know, them, you know, going over to PC, some games will never go over to PC. But God of War, yeah, it will go over to PC. Do you know what I mean? But he was making a big effort. He's like acting like a PC elitist. What an absolute fucking cock in my book. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And he's also the same guy with this young lad who was only young. They was trolling him and someone else, and because we're in America, you can sue everyone for everything over there. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's just bullshit. The guy was literally a young lad, and they were just I don't really know, but he was going mad. You know what I mean? He made like a 20-minute like rage video at these two guys, and when he come up, this guy's just a PC elitist, and now he's like, he pulled up all these old clips of when the games, when they got released, they would never go to PC. But it's a good strategy for Sony, because I ain't gonna play God of War again. I mean, I've got a couple of birds to kill. Well, I've got to kill Odin's birds to get the platinum for it, which wouldn't take me long before I go on to it. But yeah. Let them do what they like. Bloodborne will never go to PC. Never. If it does, it'll be modded to hell, which would be nice. But I'd like to see the remake personally. So what we got here? Quick. What can I use? That.
Now. Ashen.
Oh, I've got to do this. I've got to go back here. So we got. I could put the heavy. I could get some heavy armor on. I've got the Havelring. So it's just I don't know my health, and I've got. God. I've had to turn the music down because of copyright issues. There's no music. There won't be no music in it. Just in game. People are trying to make like a couple of pennies from me. It's all in the Middle East. I'm not the Middle. Sorry, it's all in the Far East. So if I get copyrighted for anything, they can't do it now because I turned it off. But you can see why people. I didn't realise it. It's not even worth it. But in UK money to the countries that they said to me was in the Far East, it's most probably like a week's wages to some of them if they can get a claim on it. Because it's the same region. It comes from the same area. How can they make it? There's nothing to do with it. Did they make the Dark Souls music? No, they bloody well never. The London Philharmonic Orchestra made the music for it. I think with all of the Souls games they made it. Maybe not Sekiro, but not too sure. But I know they used the London Philharmonic Orchestra. Absolute arseholes. So, we've got that. We haven't got Urea. He's back. Let me talk to him and see. No, he won't. He won't go off yet.
Oh, and you can as.
Right, that's what he's saying. Goodbye. So, deacons. We might be able to use this. This is quite good. Might be able to pick one quite quick. It's sort of like a twink weapon. You'll max out the confidence with this. Making this a +1 raw. The Guru sword you want, yeah? So you make it a +1 with a raw sword, and don't go no higher than 20. And give yourself enough. Start off with like this class. That God. Start off as deprived and get yourself enough points to get the dark hand. Use Yol for the dark hand. Use his levels and get enough, because I think you need about these enemies here. That with raw gem, and you'd need to. There's a ring that you can pick up in the catacombs that is the obscure ring. It boosts your dex up. So that with poison is better than dark hand. And no word of a lie, you can go to Crucifixion or go to Farron Keep at the beginning of the game as you're low level, because you'll be low level than what they will be. So don't go higher than the +1, right? And just sit there and just watch them die. Mound Makers, Blue Confidant, all of them you can do. It must be a day and a half. If you try doing it, invasions at a high level or whatever, it take you forever. Just putting it out there. Very easy to do, but you have to farm these swords first. And it can be a bit of, As farming for souls, this is the most souls you'll get right now. But we ain't got Pale, because we haven't got Urea, so we're not doing that. I'll just see if they're going to drop a sword. We'll give it a... Wait there, did I get there? Yeah, I did. We're just going to see if we can get one of these. It's purely RNG. It shouldn't be that easy. He's not going to drop it. He's just going to drop a sphere. It's just good to proc in poison. If anything, these guys are going to drop it. These two here. That's what you don't want. You don't want a dagger. You want the sword. There's still a lot of new people that play this game. That haven't got a clue, because just go over to Twitch, you'll see. Literally, if you think it's an old game, head to Twitch right now. Click on Dark Souls and you'll see people first playthrough. But it'll be on PC. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. And Bloodborne as well, first playthrough. No backseating, which means nobody in their chat to spoilers unless they get really stuck. And when these games go on sale for like $8.99, so theoretically we're at. Do I need this sword? I don't know, because I've got no luck or anything. Right, poison gem no good. See, when I've done the low level runs before, like a soul level 1 run, the harder run was that I done was going up +1 weapon, yeah. With 20 in health. Enough to build the weapon, and with the rings, your vigor, so it's 20. So you've got some health. But it's just the weapons don't do no damage. I'll give it a couple more times. I'm not wasting my time here, because I'm not too sure if it's going to benefit me going down the path. It's only going to be 2 weapons. I think I'll be able to do. I can get a slab straight away now. It'll be a bit of a death run going there through Ashes of Arendelle. There you go. We've got it. The Rotten Guru Curve Sword. So if you want to get the confidence quick at the beginning of a game, I mean, max out the Mound Makers, do the thingy, and especially if you haven't got Twink's gear, because you will beat the other, unless they're using the same as that, then it's, but then if you've got a Dark Hand as well, use Yol for the levels and just respec, and the only ring you need is to boost to get some more dex is when you beat the Abyss Watchers. I'll pick it up in a minute, which will boost my dex up to about, I don't know, two or three 2 or 3 points, I think it is. But it's got the Obscura, so a lot of people, what they do is they use the Blood Ring, right? The ganks. So Blood Ring is the same as the Obscura. It comes from the same area, and bad internet equals like infinite iframes, right? So the ganks. So the ganks, yeah, let's drop a message. See if we get heals. Yeah, because all these confidence on the soul level 1 is no good. Use 10 here for the tongues would be the obscure ring, no good. The curved sword from there, it's too much. I mean, it's just like the exile sword. And yeah, the mound makers. I should put the firearm on. I should be able to wear it. I've got that. We'll see if I die. Then I'll put the fallen knight armor on. I know I'm getting random people coming in because people not out of interest or whatever, because people that subscribe to my channel will actually type into my channel. Obviously you do get random viewers, but people will come in to see if they can invade you, and when they see this as a soul level 1 run, you cannot invade someone on soul level 1. It's impossible. That goes in all games. I can invade at a high wall, but not with the way this weapon is. Right, that is something up here that I've already got, so thank God for iframes. Hopefully before I jump in here, have we got that? Yes. See the dark hand, you get the dark hand, you can literally go through 3/4 of the game without even leveling up your stats that much. One bang, well not one bang, but do a lot of damage to these enemies. Yeah. The power of lightning. This is the Abyss was. These used to be really easy. I will. I'll get everything. see if I can send off, what's his name, quickly. Short streams. If you've got 1 million subs, it's some of these people that are how many videos do you think you need to get 1 million subs? This is from like Think Media, vidIQ. These are all people that do promotion to help you get views and whatnot, TubeBuddy and whatnot. So how many uploads? It is a bloody lot. I've got a lot of uploads, right? It is a lot. They said what 10,000 is, which I should be at now.
Aha.
But we can't. So at 10,000, I should be at 10,000 subs when I'm at about 2.3 subs. But it's views that count, you know. But for 1 million subs, it's off the chart. How many videos you should upload? Think of, if you think there was like PewDiePie used to be the #1 subscriber in the world. Funny enough, they had a YouTube count going up on YouTube. I watched the other day. He's #4. T-Series is beaten by 92 million, and there's 2 other Indian channels that are in front of him. Yeah, and also Mr. Beast is doing a thing right now, and it's called Everything You Donate. It's going on for the next 62 days. So they're on about 300 million. No, they're on about 3 million. It's taking all the shit out of the oceans. Yeah, so you donate £1 and it's clean up. He's involved. He's got it. There's a ticker on YouTube. If you see this thing, it's all Mr. Beast's idea. All 3, it's a fundraiser. So people are getting involved. They're cleaning up the beaches worldwide, getting rid of all the fucking plastic. You know, that's how Mr. Beast gets. That's why he is so good at what he does. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's his idea, and it's not profit or anything. It's just about making the thing. Like, for example, I was watching another channel about Mr. Beast the other day. They had to make a video, but there was a tree in the way. He felt so bad about cutting a tree down. He planted 100 trees in place of that one tree he cut down. So there you go. That's the mindset of the guy. Do you know what I mean? That's why he makes so much money out of YouTube. But he plows it back into his channel. Do you know what I mean?
This could.
Right, so you need to get the Estes shards and whatnot.
Oh, and
I can't.
you can keep us. Goodbye.
So the Abyss Watchers, It'd be Ithril Boreal Valley. Yeah, right. So the next ring, the next one I need to get will be the Dragon Slayer armor. What am I fucking on about? Cat Ring Serious Questline. So I need to get the Dragon Slayer's axe. That would be my bread and butter weapon. But then I've got to beat Dancer to get the rings. So I've got no Twinklings. The only ring if I get the Ring of Favour, I will not be able to beat those things down. I'll pick up a ring here that will give me more dex and the Obscura ring. But if you want to know how ganks, if you ever watched G9 or anyone like that playing ganks against Thingy, or even at like high 802 with bad internet, and they call it a blood ring, it's because it gives you infinite rolls, right? You see people chasing about and they're crap players, but what they've got on their side is it's bad internet, or they might be using a VPN switch, and they're using the blood ring. So He's going to stay there. Really, I should put the blood ring on. The twink, no, this, I don't think, is there a weapon that I need twinkling titanite? There's another weapon I can use, playing this. But you need the rings to wield it, and that's Pontiff's sword, but the magic version of it. Oh, he's just gonna have to fucking follow me. I can't be arsed with him. So I go for the twinkling titanite when I'm there. I don't think I'll be able to, I can't get any rings until Asarius. I'm also have to beat those wolves down in the Pontiff area with a bow.
And I will lay
Come on, the twinkling will just go off wherever you are. What's this? So that's the ring set up. I need a bow, and I need that other ring, so I can't wield a bow. Oh, I've ended up down there. Oh, a sharp gem. That was a mistake. Wait there. No, it needs to be up here. Yeah, go and show some love to Mr. Beast. It's actually on YouTube. His name's mentioned on the side, but a lot of people donating, and it's going on for 62 days. It's a good cause, because our planet is fucking being ruined. If you know, don't know anything about that, believe me. A fun fact for if this is the younger audience that haven't got a clue what I'm talking about, do you know what I mean? Yeah, but David Attenborough, who's in his 90s, who's one of the best, wildlife people and documentary makers in the world, and he said if there's no changes made now with all the carbon emissions and whatnot and everything else, you've got to change your way you eat and all that lot. That's going to be hard for some people, but it's part of the carbon footprint. Basically, he was saying your grandchildren won't see, or your great-grandchildren. In the next 100 years, this world will be too warm. So this is the ring that I'm on about, right? So if you do the soul level 1 ring and you're not twinking or anything like that, and or nobody's dropped you anything, well, that's that is a 100% fact. That is. If this world, I mean, I'm not preaching because nobody, except for unless you're born right now, or you get to live, or with the way things the world develop within the next 100 years, will be alive. But that's what he present. If the world continues like it is, as it is right now, with no change, then global warming, that would be it. It'd be fucked. It's already fucked as it is. But you can. It's not too late to reverse it. Why do you think Mr. Beast is clearing up all the plastic? All the plastic goes into the food chain in the oceans. The fish eat it. You know, it goes. They found it in all fish. You know, dolphins, because they eat them in Japanese, tuna, everything. They found all plastics. You know, because they eat smaller fish. They eat the plastics. See, it's a circle. Do you know what I mean? You know, that goes into your diet, so that makes you bad, and that makes your liver toxic and all that lot, if you don't know anything about what I'm just like mentioned, you know what I mean? So there's a in Hawaii, because it's where it's geographically placed. I'm turning into like a school teacher now. I was working at 15 anyway. I got chucked out of school, so there's a beach in Hawaii, and one side of the island in Hawaii is it looks like it's ground down, so not as fine as sand, but nearly as. But it's where all the plastic, a majority of the plastic in the Pacific is washed up on one bit of the this coastline of thingy, and where the sea just keeps, and it's just ground it down, and it just looks like all the colours of the rainbow of these plastic particles. And that's where, you know, all the plastics have, you know, they've literally gone down to those small pieces. And they're in the ocean, that's what the thing. So Mr. Beast has been doing this thing. It's his idea, it's a fundraiser, and it's going on for the next 62 days, or even like, it's up on YouTube. Anyway, it's his idea. He's not making no money. It's already got, he had a goal. 3 million. It's gone past that. And it's a thing that's going around the world. They know where to go. They know what the worst beaches are. Do you know what I mean? Will it stop? No, it won't stop people dumping stuff into the oceans. But will it help just cleaning up the beaches? Sure it would. We've got it here in the UK as well. Do you know what I mean? It's like another little thing. Like, you live in hot countries. All these fires you see, most of them are actually caused by people chucking out broken bottles out of there. Because I lived in Spain for a long time. It's not, some of it can be arson, but it's it's not that. It's people chucking out a glass bottle of whatever, and it breaks, and then obviously the sun gets on it, it magnifies it, and it causes a fire. That's how most fires are caused throughout the Mediterranean. I know, because there's always government warnings. We don't see it in this country because we don't get to those sort of temperatures. Do we get the blood ring? There's a good ring for a soul level 1 run. The blood ring I might come back for. Necessary, but it's a gank. If you've got bad internet and you use that, you'll be getting blocked by everyone. Rest assured. People do it at level 802, which I play a lot at. It's just infinite rows. So that's a fire gem. So theoretically, on this run, you can only use deep gems, fire gems, and on the broadsword. Because the broadsword is good. We just get, what's his name? I've never ever used this ring, but she won't speak to Anri because we need to kill Horace. And that must have been his shield that I put one of the blessed gems on. Right, where is... God, he's so dumb, this guy. He's not. I don't know if he's going to jump down there. There's a good, big, strong possibility of getting cursed here. Well, we're going to go for the catacombs as well. Get all those bosses there. So we've got a little bit more stamina, so I could try. I don't know how much it is. I haven't looked yet. I think it might be 3 more points. No, not in stamina. In it might be 3 more points in Dex. Oh no. Oh, I got this. I'm gonna leave him. Fuck it. So you can get the mimic. You can get the mimic to kill him. Fuck it. It's sort of like 50-50, the mimic between that. See, look, my buff went down, so I didn't know how close I was to dying there. Oh yeah. I can't lock on. Right. Mr. Non-speaker. Back roll him. That's the shield we want. Needs to open up the shortcut, the Chaos Gem. Oh. Oh no, the lightning. Oh no, no, no. Okay, that video's sorted out now, so that's just a bit of thumbnail on it. Alright, okay. Let's edit the thumbnail. Whoa, she's a lady. Oh, don't tell me that. Do you know you can't even hum a song on this channel, YouTube, without someone fucking... The copyright is gone. It's... You do things, you know...
Oh, and...
It's subconsciously. And that's the song, and I don't think anything happened, but it's an example that could happen, do you know what I mean? It's just joke, YouTube. And then YouTube are coming up with some big changes next month. We'll get an email from them. You can blow, someone blew up their channel in YouTube Shorts. I can't see anything, just voice, because I've turned it down because of copyright, George. You can't see anything. You can't hear anything, you mean? So I've turned it down. Right there. Right. I've turned the music down because I get hit with copyright. So you would only hear my voice, and I've turned the in-game volume down because it's coming from my headphones and it's deafening. I can't see anything. No, you should be able to see something because I can see it. Right. You can't see anything. Well, that's your end. You must have. So you've got a. This is streamed. This is going through a PS5 and a £2,000 OLED TV, right, to support the PS5. So this has got 120 refresh bit rate. Yeah, it's more expensive than my PC setup than anything, and it's going through a PS5. And yeah, I will say one thing: this game plays better on PC, regardless of a PS5, which outspecs my PC, and my TV, it still looks the same as my old 4K TV. But this TV I've got here, it doubles up as a monitor as well, which I still haven't worked out how else to use. Yeah, I've had to turn it down because I've been hearing copyright issues from the Far East. They're trying to make a quick buck. Like, for example, Medea, I've had it because it says, like, you know, despite the views, I have to edit it out. And if it's, that's why the video is going to be about 4 minutes long, and it takes me a couple of hours to edit out, like, a 2-minute chunk. And they've done it with me in Ornstein and Smo. Medea and Gale seems to be the boss fight, so I'm just turning all music down. And if I have the in-game sound, because I've got the PS5 headphones on, it's absolutely all audio is coming through there, so I've got noise cancellation. It is absolutely deafens me. That's no word of a lie. I had to turn it down yesterday. I couldn't even hear myself think. So we want to go. We want to go here. And we want to run. Yeah. Some people, when some people like fighting cowboy might say, people were saying in the comments, "Oh, your stream looks shit." No, their setup is shit. You know, they might be looking on an old MacBook because he's not going to be streaming on a thingy. You know, that is when if you get bad quality visuals from a certain thingy, they're not going to be. This is streaming to me when I upload these videos, they get uploaded into 4K. This is not streaming in 4K, but when I upload it, it renders it to 4K, right? In the PS5 share factory. The only difference with this Soul Level 1 run is I've got no HUD, so I can't see my health or anything like that, but we want to get down there and get the Chaos Gem, and then did I rest at the bonfire because I could die because I can't see my health. And the Chaos Gem you can only use until you get the giant, until you beat Pontiff, till you get the giant, what do you call it? There's a lot of enemies, the Chaos Stag on Soul Level 1. If you really want to watch the best Dark Souls player on PC, then go to Gino Machino's channel on Twitch. He's the best. He's a non-hit guy, but he's the best overall player of this game. Mind you, don't get me wrong. He's run it a lot, but see now we've got because I've got the ring on, so we've got that. And that. So I don't think I'll be getting, I haven't checked my weight yet, but wait for that to go, Joe Schmo. Because you can, that's the only enemy in the game that you can, in here, that you can farm the Chaos Gems. I don't need to grab all this, it's just once you've done it you don't have to come back here. Once I've got the cat ring, that'll be on all the time, but you won't get that yet. See, that is taking it away. Quick! No! Fuck off! It's... I've gone the wrong way. Right there. Right, we have to do this again, otherwise I'll end up dying. I need to be seeing that red, otherwise I've got no indication of my health. I went too far. No, I never. It's right there. I am going to be dead. I don't know what happened to that. Should have fucking killed me. That should have. That should have fucking killed me. This game, right, we are fucking close to it, I know that for now. Right. I could die and grab that. What's that? Yeah. Yeah, no, some strange things have been happening in this game. I don't know what, I had a similar thing with my deer, which has never happened before, which I couldn't explain. Right, we've got the Estus, we got that. Quelena. No, we can't go that way. I've got everything that I need from here. Is there a... I'm just trying to figure something out. No. Is there a tick? You won't know what, people won't know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. That's not here. Now... There's like an it's like an invulnerability glitch that can happen. Right, it's going to be down there, but this might kill me. No, it hasn't. Right, this is where I want it to be. Yeah, there is an invulnerability. I can't even get the word out. There's an invulnerability. There's a glitch that can make you invulnerable. I can't even. Invulnerability. Have you ever seen people walking across here with like half their body? Well, just think of that, yeah? It's just an input. And Have you seen people making themselves invisible? On console, because it's full of glitches, this game. Let's see, let's watch them duke it out for a bit. Oh, cheers, Simon. Yeah, just doing a bit of a challenge run. But did he kill the Black Knight? Yeah, he did. I can't. I mean, I can't wield nothing from him anyway. But I think I'm close to death because it's a no HUD run, and it looked like I hit. There's a glitch that sometimes happens, like it makes you like invulnerable to dying. I didn't die yet. I could die in a minute with doing a small jump, because theoretically that's just the dragon bow. Right, I'm out. So now this is the shield that's got the healing item on it, so right there, here we go. I'll tell it there. This is a glitch I'm doing. It doesn't involve a bow, neither. These are small hills, because I can't fit a big hill on. Right, that's why I'm doing it a lot. Yeah, this is Soul Level 1. So there's nothing up here, rest assured. I should be fucking dead. Right, I'm just gonna go through this. Right, there's nothing here to pick up. It's because I'm just really used to playing a load of mods on PC, so except for these fuckers. Now what I'm saying, turning this off here, this jump might kill me, so I don't want to come back through here, you know what I mean? At least I ain't got that fucking thing blasting me. See, in the mods, you can warp using these giants. There's nothing here, it's New Game Plus. This? No, it won't. That is the one I was worried about, because that's got me a few times. These won't. These won't. These won't. See, watch. It's the smallest hill that I've got. I can't equip it. Right. Weapon level 6. Tim, I'm new here. Oh, hi Tim. Yeah, this is just a little bit of a challenge one. I usually play, it's because my PS5 controller's broken. I can't play anything on any of my PS5 games, and so I've been playing a lot of mods. In my strength? Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, I've done a few glitches that I know, but usually it requires a bow or a step back or something like that. I know to do the bow glitch, but the Middlewood Bow, but I haven't got the stats for that. All my stats are 10. The only thing, look, this is the one that's given me the huge. These rings here, so at full health, that's what I know, and using that's a chime, that's a +9. That's that. Yeah, so these work hand in hand. So that's more defense and that's more thingy. So speaking of that, we want to change out the poison, because this is how you get the rarest thing in the game, which I only realised until recently that the pyromancy guy, well, if you summon this girl, right, I've done a whip only run, which was really hard with the bosses. So the pyromancy guy at Firelink, this is her master. So if I summon her, right, she's got the spotted whip that does pure poison damage, right? But it's hard with bosses, yeah? It's good at PvP, but if she survives this fight, highly unlikely me being at soul level 1, and you beat the guy in there, you go back to where you released the pyromancy and you'll pick up her armor and the spotted whip. And all the years that I've been playing this game, from 2016, I never knew this existed when I decided to do a whip run. And I looked at Vectra Life, and all the whips I knew, and the only one, the flailing also come up from Sister Frida, and this one here. So if you want to get the spotted whip and wear the armor, she's got to survive the fight. Best thing to do is wait until you're soul level 125 or whatever and come back and do this fight. It's optional. Do you know what I mean? Because you won't survive it. They said there's a glitch you can do in here by saving and quitting out, and she don't take no damage. I tried that. So I pulled one of my 802 characters. I went and checked back at, and I picked it up and I dropped it for myself. Yeah, but don't do it. Don't when you come here. When you come here, you should be about level with ordinary thingy. You should be about level 45 with about a plus. Maybe a +5 or 6 weapon, I think. Just leave this, because you're only fighting the boss that I'm fighting at the moment. All the years I never knew this existed. I thought this armor you could buy it from the pyromancer, right? But because I decided to do a whip run, I googled it and I thought spotted whip. Now that armor has got the highest curse in the game. Now, when I done all the whip run, it was quite hard. It's just as hard as the broken sword run. But that's a spotted whip. It only does poison damage, but it's only good in PvP. I struggled with it throughout the whole game, using whips against all bosses. Believe me, but I never knew that existed. Never, ever, ever. So I won't be calling her in because mission might survive. So the question is, this is guesswork. If I summoned her in, she would. She's very weak to poison. See, the thing is, when you do a no HUD run, you can't see your health, you can't see the damage you're doing to the boss, and but like I said, this shield's got a health regen on it, so if I was to remove the HUD, and you'll see his health should be going down with the poison. There you go. So I could have actually pulled her in, but when you do a soul level 1 run, you don't want to use summons, and even though all these runs have been done before, like no run, no dodge, no, just limiting your stealth. I don't know about no HUD as well, because it's spells is hard because you can't aim. Swords, you can just go up. So, what do I get? You get the, I don't know, just.
So now.
That's now I do.
Ashen.
I could have made most probably make her survive, because Warner, this next guy, he's got really high curse.
Oh, and goodbye, and stay safe. Oh, this. Oh, and in one. You can.
Right, so. Another tip is snaps. That all these I've got drops a load of stuff from my friend, but there's no twinking here. We've got no twink rings. But these snaps, if you didn't know it, are better than bundles. But they last. It's not worth me doing it, but they're just a little bit stronger. This got nerfed at the beginning of the game, Carthus Rouge, right off the bat, and yes, stock got nerfed. So yeah, it's useless basically. But the snaps are stronger. They only last for 20 seconds, when this I think lasts for about a minute. Just take that in mind. It works for PvP and PvE, so if you don't know that, I mean, It's only been recently that people discovered that. Everyone was getting bundles all the time. I used to watch the non-hit runners doing it, and now they use snaps. It's no need for me because curse is going to play a big role here. I'll get out of the way. I just need to speak to Henry. Then we'll get the cat ring in a minute once I've done Walney. Then I've got to look at the time. Is it 10:30? So I've got a bit of time.
Goodness, deeply.
See, that jump's taken the thing out of. That small jump has taken the thing. Let me see if I can. Here's one for you. Right. If you want to do a blood level 4 run and you're having trouble with Orphan of Cars, right? It's called the bum scratch glitch. That will get him out of his animation, and you get cheese tacked hit. So you've got to have something that's non-equipable. It's called the bum. You go on YouTube and have a look. Right, I've got to find that. That's it. Warning should be easy. You should go for the right hand bracelet first, but I never do. And you can cheese him if you've got Persistent Mist as well. So I can't lock onto his thing, but that's going down, that's curse. Right, Warning is done. Now I can send Grey Rat off. See, this is what I'm looking for. That's an indicator when I'm dropping health down. It's happening with jumps. There is an invincibility glitch. But it lasts. Oh. There's loads of glitch in this game. The game's ruined. I mean, if from when the bow glitch first was discovered, the guy kept it to himself, right? Back in 2017, and the guy that he let it know, I think he discovered it by accident. And the guy that he let it know, who he told it about it, released it in 2018, and from then, from soft, they would have nerfed it, because the last time this game got patched was, you used to, yeah, the last time this game got patched, if you invaded as a purple, you could invade a boss. I mean, sorry, you can invade someone when they're fighting a boss. That's the last time this game got patched. So somewhere in 2017, because it's full of bow glitching now, everywhere. So just having a bow in your fan, but you don't need to do bows all the time. There's just loads of things. I've seen people doing, just having a, I don't know, just having a torch in their hand, you know, just waving about. Alright. Now the next weapon I should be able to wield, well not yet, until I've got to beat dancers to get the rings, because we are still with plus 10 rings. And you won't get invaded at soul level 1. It's impossible. So I'm going to do, because this is going to be my... This will stop my deaths. And this will also gives you the... This is the best weapon for a soul level 1 run. You can two-hand it, but you need to put strength and... I think it's strength and dex thing on there. Wait there. Yeah, we can do. You need to do Sirius's quest line. So you've got to be... So this give me the cat ring. Then you go and beat... You invade him. Then... That is how you do this. There's a lot of different ways to do this. I want to do it a bit of an unconventional way.
Thank you for your kind assistance. Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
Now Sirius, Emma in the Firelink Shrine, that's her mum. If you follow her quest line properly, she'll drop you a thing. You go and fight her dad, her granddad. Now granddad is the mail maker guy. I'll show you, I'll do it, because what I'll end up doing, I'll end up duping the see, it would act like the... I'll end up duping. Like, these up here you can't dupe, right? It's difficult to explain. There's only one. This, you'll be able to do this once you've beat, once you've beaten Aldridge, you'll be able to do the end of Sirius's quest line, yeah? So there's two different budding blossoms that act like the Chloranthy plus 3 ring. The ones you pick up here, you can't really dupe. They're a little bit shaded out, right? The one that's faint, when you beat Aldridge, you come here and you buy this one. Then you go to the dilapidated bridge and you'll see her sign again, and you go and help and you beat her dad, because Sirius here, if you know anything about this game lore, that's her mum, and the Mound Makers is her granddad.
My swan.
Now that is...
If you require
the best ring, one of the best rings in the game. You'll never see Fighter PL or anyone like that. I've played with all those guys on PC on their challenge runs and whatnot, you know. So the cat ring is always a must for me, but I don't really need it right now because we're not going to be doing any jumps. But I'm just trying to people. I don't think people understand. Some people will come in to look to see if they can invade you, which is impossible. Not so you a high wall you can invade someone. Another soul level 1 player can invade you, yeah. Right, these are the ones I'm on about, the bud and blossom. These ones you can't do. You cannot do it. You can't not do these ones. It's the lighter ones, exactly the same. Right there. It might be round here. Let's just kill these in a minute. Right. That one you can't do. Right. Impossible. It just doesn't work. I don't know why. So that one you can't, and you pick up some in the Ring City and the other DLC. But the one you can do is the lighter shade one. There's only one for sale. That's the one that you can. If I put on some more armor, I'll fat roll, so we need to get this to be the weapon to go to, but it means I can't wield it. You need to wear 2 rings. You need the Dex and the other one. The Faith and Intelligence rings are the Faith and Intelligence things are through, oh god, blimey. Unattended graves. Right, so. Oh, thanks. So...
Oh, I never managed to find Horace, but my duty must be done. For the children, we all...
So I can't use this, because... there's a quest line. This will get you Henry's sword, but it won't get you... because I'm not summoning people. Yeah, I'm very well, thanks, yep.
Oh, for the prey.
Alright, now we're gonna get... because we are... still at a low level, but... we haven't got no good rings yet. You want to kill these enemies here, because... This is going to be my weapon that's going to beat most of the game. Right? There's another weapon I can use when I find Aldridge, but If I do there's a bone shard. Here's our boy. So that is your weapon, and you need the rings. I haven't got the rings. I think you need 15 strength and 15 dex. That's the weapon that is gonna... That is... There is another weapon you can do. No, it's just a coin, that is. I'm not doing that. There's nothing up there neither. See how that jump? It just takes the stat away. Right there. Flynn's ring ain't doing nothing, so no full damage now. Flynn's ring would be better if I'm wearing no armour. Because my red... If you play the mods of this game, you can run through it like where there's no limit. See, this is the bigger hill, which I won't be able to use. I could go to Dancer now, and grab those rings, but all it is those. Before you come here, like the earliest slab you get is in Ashes of Arendelle. Right, so I've done Sigward's quest line, so I might use him, grab the Storm Ruler, and come out, because the Storm Ruler, I'm sure, still at Soul Level 1. You can use it. I'll soon find out. It doesn't require any stats. But you'd have to speak to him here first. See, we got a buff back now. Right. So that's how you get him. So theoretically, you want to go and get the other Estes. You can dupe all the Sig Brews and whatnot. Do you know what I mean? But right there, got the other archers up here. There you go, divine blessing. I wouldn't bother with the other knights. And then dupe the Sigbrews, and then when you beat Aldridge, you can dupe the Budding Blossom, but it'll be the faded one. You have to do the Sirius's quest line. So theoretically, you want to go back now. Go down to Profane Capital. Now, Grey Rat, you might find his ashes there, but I haven't sent him off yet, so... See? Seems to be jump damage is giving me the... It's not... Well, what it is... What it is, if I had no armor, I wouldn't take any full damage. A little bit. So with the cat ring, I can keep this boost up. And it's not going to drop. Oh, we got this guy now. I mean, you can't wield this weapon. You can't pick that up. You just want to run. That resin there is, I think you might get it from here, from one of the things, but when you fight Dragon Slayer armor, the Pale Pine resin, which is magic buff, absolutely melts. I most probably use it on Cinder as well, because being he's really weak to magic. Sorry, no, let's go. Nameless, all being done. Every boss. Yeah, I've lost the buff. What one is it? We've got another one like that. Wait there. Grab the soul. Grab. Now I have to be quicker. So I want the fire clutch ring. Because some of these rings I'm going to use, even though you take more damage, it's going to give you more damage, depends what you got on your weapon. So oh, come on, hurry up. Here we go. There you go. I fucking knew it. I absolutely fucking knew it. There you go. So level 1. I have to use some. I need some undead bone shards. What's the time? Let me see how long I've been streaming. Might have to stop in next. I need to go over the road and do this in a couple of hours' time. $36,000.
Ah.
Right. We need a good few of you. This. So you can't level up. Right. So we've got the Abyss Watcher's armor, which I don't know if I can wear. I'll fat roll.
Ashen 1.
Ah, just what needs. Pretty be careful.
If I put that there, so I know. And not Homeward Bone, and just do it, just come into my inventory and do that. Like a new curse.
Aha. Now, do not be away.
Burn. What was the time? So I have to keep these down to a minimal. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of shopping before the shop shut. So I'll come back and progress, and then see how far we get. Maybe get to Pontiff. I want to try some different strategies, which I haven't done before when you're doing like a Soul Level 1 run. So anyway, whoever tuned in, thanks for watching. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you want more content. Especially if you want some of the mods, Bloodborne, Neo, it is all there. Just look in the channel. OP builds, challenge runs. I've been playing a lot of PC builds. I can't play a lot of PS5 stuff because you need a PS5 controller and they're broken. Hopefully I might go downstairs. One could be sitting there from the mail. I very much doubt because they said it'd take 3 weeks and it's been 3 to 4 weeks. Anyway, thanks for anyone that come by. And smash that like and hit that subscribe button. And thanks for watching. And I will be streaming most probably. I'll not finish this off, but see how far I can go within the next couple of hours. So, ciao ciao.